It's crazy to me that most people don't consider steak to be a health food or a weight loss friendly food, but that is far from the case. It's a super filling food that is high in protein, and if you buy the right ones, like this outside round roast, it's fairly lean too. Now, you're more than welcome to make these steak fajitas with something a little bit fattier like a ribeye or a New York, but these are far more cost effective, they taste amazing, and they are great for the macros. These fajitas are super simple. It's just sauteed peppers and onions with some jalapeno with sliced steak in some corn tortillas. And a little note about using a sharp knife when you prepare your meals. This is super helpful. It makes things smoother and it makes you actually less likely to cut yourself. So get a sharp knife and maintain it by using a sharpening steel or a sharpening stone if you need to. I bought this Victorinox knife 10 years ago and it has required very little maintenance and it's a total workhorse. I thinly sliced my onions and peppers there, and now I've got a jalapeno pepper. This is totally optional, but I like it really hot, so I also don't remove the seeds, and I just chop the whole thing nice and thinly. Because I'm crazy and I like it super hot, so I add this directly to my onion and pepper mixture. And then I just slice a lime into some quarters. We'll use that in a minute here. Place a pan over medium-high heat and add just a touch of canola oil. Once it's good and hot, you'll see that the oil is shiny and glossy. Add your steak to the pan and do not touch it for 5 or 6 minutes. You'll know your steak is ready to flip when it pulls away easily from the pan. You shouldn't have to yank it. There should be a nice golden crust on there. You might even see a little bit of the juices start to pool on the opposite side of the steak. Do not fry your jalapeno with your onions and your peppers if you don't have good ventilation in your house, because it'll make the air spicy and it'll make you cough. But I love the way it tastes, so I do it anyways. I add chili powder, an inhuman amount of cumin, about 1 tablespoon, and then about a teaspoon of oregano along with that. And this gives it that depth of flavor that you really want out of a fajita. These are going to collect some brown color on them. They're going to get tender while maintaining their integrity. We still want them to be a little bit crisp. And then I take a few corn tortillas. Not only are the macros a little bit better on these than a flour tortilla, I think the taste and the texture is just so much more delicious and authentically Mexican than a flour tortilla. And then I slice my steak thinly, and you'll notice that I'm doing it on an angle or a bias here. That makes the steak slices look a little bit larger, and I think it actually makes them a little bit more tender too. I really love the mouthfeel that you get when you bite into one of these chunks. I season my whole steak again with just a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper. I've got it nice and rare just the way I like it. And then I stuff each of these tortillas with as much fajita vegetable mix as I can. I even had a little bit left over on the side. I pop my steak into those fajitas and I top them lastly with a big fresh squeeze of lime juice, and that adds another level of fragrance, another level of flavor, and that acidity cuts through the fattiness of the steak to make something so fantastic and satisfying and flavorful in just a short period of time. Not to mention it's packed with protein, it's low in calories. If you like this video, you should check out our breakfast sandwich video. I think you'll like that one.